welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of my videos. This is a celebrity crime and hot topics channel. Thanks for watching. Special shout out to all my members. Thanks for being a part of the exclusive foodie community. You're getting early access to content and exclusive content. Check out the link in the description box to join. All right, you guys, make sure you check out the interview between Couga and Nyla on Nyla's channel, Law and Order-ish. I'll provide the link in the description box so you can watch the entire interview. I wanted to set up this video of text messages with a little snippet from that interview. But watch this video first. In that interview, they talked about Sonya's thought process or her frame of mind when she interviewed with Tasha K. And she was upset about the Tasha K interview because she felt Tasha K had twisted her words around and was really messy when it came to the interview about Nesto. So these texts are after that interview. This is when Nesto is pressuring and pressing Sonya to find a way to make some money because he thinks he has a chance to get out of jail. So, if anybody wants to give her a smidge of credit, she was trying. She got her air on Tasha K channel, ill prepared, thinking that she could maneuver and swerve her way into painting Nesto in a good light, shining a light on the injustices involving Nesto's case, but it was a flat line.
And what are your thoughts about the interview that Sonya did with Tasha K? And what did Sonya say about the interview, if she said anything after it when the bloggers were talking about it?
She said that it was very messy and that she felt like her words were being twisted around, and that if she had never done that interview, she probably wouldn't begin the negative things said about her. And I said, well, what I know of Tasha K, she's just a truth seeker. And I don't think she twists words. She uses your words, you give them to her. And if you present yourself in a certain way, she's going to tell it like it is. And that's...
Okay, so it's on the Law and Order-ish channel. So shout out to Nyla and make sure y'all check out that whole interview. It was very, 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 very good. Yeah, the text that I'm reading in this video are right after Sonya's interview with Tasha K. I don't think she talked about it too much in the text messages, and then even on the phone she gave a lot of detail, but she never, as many conversations as Nesto and Sonya had about the interview, she never really told him what came of it. Like, what did they, like Nesto called in, but it was just a bust. It was a bust. Madison goes on to say that Sonya thought that she was gonna, spin this whole thing. She was gonna get some clout off of it. She was maybe gonna turn it into a reality show. I mean, Sonya's a clout chaser. She's a clout chaser. I call Sonya a groupie heifer because she is. And Madison was saying that when she learned that Big Mustard was Carl Thomas' baby mama, Sonya perked up and she wanted to, get with Big Mustard. Remember, they did that live together, and Madison was saying that Big Mustard talked about how Sonya kept cutting her off in the live. And Sonya's just that overbearing, controlling person. She has a short woman complex, and she has to be the center of attention and has to be in control. Something, I don't know. I mean, we know she was pow-powed, but obviously some other things have happened to Sonya because she carries her life and her experiences around with her. She wears it on her shoulder, and people can tell she's just not settled. You know, she's not chill. She's not the chill person that she portrays herself to be, or she tries to come off as with Nesto. Her and Nesto might be good, those two together. But as we see anybody else involved, anybody else comes into the equation, whether it be her daughter, whether it be his son, whether it be an attorney, whether it be anybody, Sonya does not know how to handle more than one thing at one time. Yeah, Sonya thought she was going to have 1 million subscribers after Tasha K's show, which she wasn't going to have 1 million subscribers, but she probably would have gained a little more popularity had she come prepared and had she been talking like she had some sense and been believable. She was a filthy liar up there with Tasha K. So yeah, how are you going to grow subscribers when the people that don't know you already don't learn anything new because you don't come prepared? You didn't come prepared to the interview. Miss Delulu. And Nala also played the played the phone calls between Sonya and Nesto that recently came out from phone calls from Prison's channel. And yeah, I think something started happening to where Couga couldn't respond to everything and react to everything. But yeah, y'all check out the interview where Couga is able to respond to Sonya trashing King of Diamonds owners, just trashing Couga and her podcast. Couga gets to clarify and clear some misunderstandings up, gives us more insight on the real Sonya and not the Sonya she portrays to be with Nesto. All right, so here are these text messages starting 12/1 in 2023. Ernest. Soon and very soon, we will be sharing a bucket of tears, nothing but super joy and happiness from overcoming the hellacious. Sound like he trying to say halitosis. Lord Jesus, what is that word? Halitosis journey. I'm hoping both of our minds will be set free to move forward with our future. Great things and pleasure and more wisdom, less gray hair for you and more for me. I like the way Megan Good stands by her man, Jonathan Major, when he went to court today. That reminds me of our story. I'm being wrongly accused and you having my back with your magical wand. So I like when you kept saying stay focused. That gave me more strength. I was watching a movie called Samson and he devoted his life to God. But when he felt God wasn't listening to him, he bowed down to his knees in the jungle and asked God, what do you want from him? Oh, is that what Tyrese said? Was Tyrese quoting Samson from the Bible when he was on his Instagram talking about, what do you want from me? Y'all remember that when Tyrese was boohoo crying on his channel?
Don't take my baby. I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me? Oh my
God. Oh Lord, y'all. Okay. Was he reenacting Samson from the Bible? Is this what Nesto is saying in his cell every night? Is he crying in his cell every night saying, what more do you want from me? Nesto, we want you to be honor. We want you to be honor. And we want you to do your time. That's what we want. Okay? So Nesto says, Samson bowed down to his knees in the jungle and asked God, what do you want from him? And show him a sign. So God, sent a powerful lion to attack him so it would bring the force from God in him to overcome this lion. Basically what I'm saying, I have come across an old National Geographic book in here and I took the page of the lion and the jungle out of it to remind myself I couldn't give up what was 15 months ago. So God showed me another sign 2 days ago with this movie and it sent me a subliminal. I want Nesto to say subliminal. I want to hear him say it. Sent me a subliminal message through You repeatedly chanting, stay focused, stay focused, stay focused, and don't get distracted from the hearsay. That's why I asked the lady on the phone, does she believe in God? Because the devil comes in many forms and fashion. He told those words up. Froms and fashion. Trust me, I love you. Insight, if I couldn't speak or see, you are the perfect eyes and mouth is like we're jointed twin. These texts reek of desperation. Like, my God, Nesto. Just do your time, please. Just do your time. Uh-oh. Now, all that, he sent that, I think, 11:30, and all that came through, I guess, on 12:06. So, anyway, 12:01. Good morning, beautiful. Sonya, good morning, love. I was reading some of the comments today on the YouTube page, and one of the commentators said they wrote you, LOL, to let you know that I'm recording your calls. They're a little too invested. Still crazy out here. The other YouTube site is playing the phone calls with you and Dre. She spelled Dre, D-R-A-Y. Talking about Shirley and how you were talking to me on the phone. Ernest, 12:1. Good afternoon. I appreciate you coming to visit me. I needed that refreshing conversation. When you get a chance, this is your home girl, D.A. Kenya something. I will talk to you about that later. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day. I love you and staying focused. Who is D.A. Kenya? All right, this is what we're talking about. Judge Kenya Johnson. Oh, Lord. Whatever, Nesto. Let me see. Senior Assistant District Attorney for Fulton County and also serves as the Chief Judge of the Fulton County Probate Court. Nesto. Sonya says, I love you more. Ernest. She used to be a public defender. Then she was an attorney general. Then she was a prosecutor for the United States governor. I saw her in a video called Ted Greater. Number Ford State Prison interview. Her message was embrace your purpose. Sonya, oh, okay. Are you okay with everything I'm doing? Oh, God. Ernest, yes. Ernest, yes. I'm keep pushing on, my love. Yeah, Sonya wants to make sure you're okay because us not being okay bothers her. She want to make sure the world knows Nesto's okay so she can keep doing what she's doing. She can't just keep doing what she's doing just because she wants to do it and she thinks it's the right thing to do. She wants Nesto to tell us he's okay with it. All right, Ernest, yes. Okay, Sonya, just working on your freedom. Sonya, call me. 12:1, Sonya, I didn't tape the interview. I didn't tape the interview. They don't know, though. Ernest, okay. Did she mean she taped it? I think we know she taped it, right? All right. Ernest, okay. 12:2. Ernest, good morning, beautiful. I did get the money. Thank you. Sugar mama. Sonya, good. I'm here for you. Love you more today. Ernest, blank Williams is my nephew. He played football for Alabama. Sonya, I miss you so much today, more than ever. Need you. Ernest. Okay, let's see what he's trying to cook up now. 12:3. Good morning. I was reading crime scene investigation book that I have on chapter 10. The electronic crime scene digital data is being transmitted all around us from the wireless signals utilized by high-speed internet and networks to fiber optic cables to satellites. Every transmission leaves a fingerprint on the system from which it is generated to the device from which it is retrieved. Digital evidence examiners can analyze the data and establish both class and individual characteristics. Just as with other forensic evidence, those electronic fingerprints can be used to facilitate investigation for all types of crimes, ranging from the investigation from online fraud, identity theft, CP, cyber stalking, and internet predators to traditional crimes such as DRUG dealing, homicide, and missing persons. The proliferation of GPS-enabled devices, including smartphones and portable vehicle units, has created a new field of investigation in digital evidence. GPS forensics include the process of acquiring, examining, and analyzing GPS devices for evidence of a criminal act or gathering data they may assist in an investigation. www.gpsforensics.org. Most GPS devices have an internal hard drive or an SD card slot and allow pictures, audio, and video files as well as documents to be stored. Users may also purchase and download area-specific maps from major vendors. Sometimes an analyst can retrieve the last journey where the GPS was used, even if the route was updated. Multiple times during the trip, the analyst can testify in court that the device was in the location from which the GPS obtained a satellite block. Just like other crime scene investigations, every electronic or digital forensic case is unique and can present unforeseeable challenges to the CSI and case detectives. Physical evidence is identified, collected, and preserved at two crime scene and then submitted for analysis by forensic examiners who are sometimes called digital evidence examiners. Electronic devices such as GPS units and smartphones should not be examined in the field because every power up and keystroke can change the data contained on the device. Only well-trained forensic examiners should attempt to recover data from the devices. A Faraday bag is a specially designed coded bag that prevents from communicating with networks, whether Wi-Fi or cellular phone signals. Electronic devices should be transported and stored in a Faraday bag. Several sizes are available, thus enabling you to protect small devices up to desktop models. iPhones and iPads use the iCloud application to find my phone, and the user can select a remote wipe to secure data. Using the Faraday bag will prevent a remote wipe of the device. Nesto, so basically what you're saying is you're guilty. Nesto is thinking that this information is going to what? Set him free? No, Nesto, it's the exact opposite. It's going to keep you in. All of what you're saying here is going to keep you in. Nesto thinking this stuff going to set him free, but it's going to keep him in. And then listen to this one. Sonya, I'll send to investors this information and make sure this is performed. Jesus Christ. Then Ernest says, for example, when using a computer for crafting, downloading, viewing, printing, encrypting, or deleting files, a user leaves traces in the computer system and application logs for real-time activity, corroborating evidence such as video from the surveillance cameras, the confiscation of printouts obtained during specific sessions can be used to link a suspect to a specific computer, even in a public location. The system and application logs provided essential information to the cybercrime investigator, and ISPs are required to cooperate with law enforcement investigations. Many available software tools, including Whois, allow investigators to view the IP addresses or domain name system DNS server along with the registrant's identity. This information is not always accurate, but can make corporate identity issues a concern to those who are not involved in illegal internet activities. Okay. Then he said, listen, I don't know what the heck Nesto talking about and why. Ernest, Blank Williams is my nephew that plays football for Alabama. I understand I miss you every day, as well as our distance from one another has drawn us closer with an ultimate bond between one another that no one can destroy, and I honor that. That's what sickens me the most, when people know your character and afraid to stand up for you when it's mostly desperately needed, the way you've been fighting for me since day one. Thank you. Happy Sunday. Why does he keep giving her his nephew's information? Is this another attempt to find somebody with some money or something? Well, he plays for Alabama, so what does he want her to do with the nephew? Ernest says, good afternoon. What I can't get out of my head is my first attorney just got this guy on a vehicular homicide offed. 2 people while driving an ambulance, just got his case dismissed at a preliminary hearing here. I'm sitting here when the detective clearly said he got no evidence on a sworn testimony. Stand in the courtroom. I did not want to be sitting in here for 3 years for something I didn't do. Oh, 3 years? Dang. Nesto is like Miss Cleo, y'all. Nesto is like Miss Cleo. He's all that speaking and preaching and Bible talking and stuff he doing, and he manages to speak his stay in the county jail into existence. He said, I did not want to be sitting here for 3 years for something I didn't do, the same way this guy I saw on TV got his case dismissed because at the College Park police detective lied on a sworn affidavit. I would love to know who his attorney was because all the evidence they said they have on him, from the key evidence to the witnesses, were false. Even were false. Nesto is misspelling every other word. Slow down, Nesto. Witnesses were false, even down to the bullet shell casings. This is the guy. Okay, so let's go back real quick. His first attorney, Jackie Patterson, he's saying that Jackie got this guy off on vehicular homicide. He offed 2 people while driving an ambulance. He got the case dismissed at a preliminary hearing. Okay. Oh my God, it's raining again, y'all. I don't think I've ever been through a summer where it's rained every freaking day for like 2 weeks straight. This is depressing. So Nesto, what does that tell you? If he can get somebody off 2 people driving an ambulance in a preliminary hearing, what is that? I mean, what is your point? What is it? What are you trying to get at? Didn't you pay Jackie some money? And Jackie said, when I talked to Jackie Patterson, his first attorney, which it's in my members, but I think he put something on the phone where it didn't record him. So the conversation was mute. But he basically said he don't lie to his clients. He tell his clients the truth. And if he told Nesto that they weren't going to let you out, then they weren't going to let you out. So all this researching other cases and comparing these comparisons and stuff, it's a waste of time. You putting pressure on Sonya when everybody's told you they're not letting you out.
There's bond set on 2, and then there's no bond on the other one. So, sir, no matter what, you're not getting out. By the way, Ms. Rowe, if you put that on there, that he has if there's a hold that picks you up, you got 48 hours to have that ankle monitor placed back on your ankle upon being released. Best of luck to you, sir. You can lay the booze.
Judge Manning had already told you, Nesto. So on to this one. Some other case he saw on TV. The guy off the transvestite. The jury trial found him not guilty. The DA office knew that they had the wrong man, but they still proceeded and pushed it through anyway. This is exactly what's going on right now. But listen to me. I'm not one of those guys walking around toting the Bible, preaching, but I do believe in God because of what he has done for me. And it shows, because when I got locked up, no one knew where I was at, and no one believed in me because of a shock effect in my immediate, not immediate, but mediate circle. When I asked him, could you listen to me one more time, that I would be okay. After 5 weeks went past, I had heard my name call for mail call. It was that gloriful moment that he has showed me he hasn't given up on me. That letter from hope and joy was from you. You did not give up. Boy, if it was easier to understand the text, it might have some kind of effect. You know what I'm saying? So is Nesto saying all this to say that miracles happen? And if it wasn't for Sonya, he'd feel all hope is lost? Lord Jesus. All right, so then Sonya says the preliminary hearing. Guys, I think I needed some coffee, y'all. I just had to take a break and drink some coffee. It's taken me a lot to get back into the groove after going out of town just overnight. Lord Jesus. And I think these the flooding that occurred in Kirk County, Kerrville, and Georgetown and stuff, that's really affecting me too. It's a lot going on. I think with me having a YouTube channel now, it gives me the urge to want to report and do videos on everything. And it's like I have to stay focused, and I can't consume all of my time with YouTube, especially since I'm on summer break. And, I'm trying to balance things out and not get overwhelmed, and then look up my summer will be over. And I'm back in the classroom, and I'm like, oh my God, what did I do with my time? You know, was it productive? Did I relax enough? It's a lot. It's a lot, y'all. But let me get back to it. Sonya says, 12:3. The preliminary hearing that I attended, I felt with the lack of evidence should have been dismissed. And when your attorney did not fight the charges because of lack of evidence, I was stunned. But it's important that you learn and study the law book so that you can strongly assist in your defense. I'll be here till the end and beyond. I love you. Ernest, to me, he gave you the strength and the power to show me that he's real and he hasn't gave up on me as well. Sometimes I do get frustrated. He spelled it just like he said, frustrated, sad and depressed and discouraged. He always found a way to touch your heart. To lift me up. A lot of people put titles on things. If you don't have a pure heart, you will move reckless and you can't obtain your ability that God gives us all in different ways. So now you have the platform and the ability to give your testimony for millions of people nationwide, and you have an incredible story of your life. There are millions of young women love to hear your story. So don't be afraid to use your experience and wisdom and the knowledge that the other people who are so messy don't have. That's how you are going to build your followers. So continue being a queen of all queens. The people need a real motivator. Go get them, champ. Well, if she would have taken your advice, Nesto, she might have got those 1 million followers that she desired. But she got on there to fight. She got on YouTube to fight with us. And I wasn't one of those in the comments saying anything to Sonya. I don't know if I was tuned into the lives or if I just saw the lives on like Real Talk Bougie's channel, Knowledge channel. I can't remember, but I was never in the comments like attacking her or asking her questions or anything like that. But I remember her fighting, with the people that were in the chat. She took a couple different approaches. However, she should have pivoted at some point and got into the, yes, this is why I'm doing this, instead of just reacting to the comments. Don't be reactive. Come on the live with a point and a purpose and know what you're going to talk about, and don't let the commenters steer you. I'm giving advice like I'm a pro at YouTube lives, and Lord knows I'm not. But anyway, Nesto was giving her good advice. She just didn't follow it. All right, Sonya, do you know I'm doing another video tonight, just letting the dust settle from the Friday interview release. I still haven't listened to it or watched it. I plan on doing it today. I just needed a mental break from the BS, but the more they talk, the more stream. Girl. Sonya, remember to call the other phone. Ernest, okay, what time? Sonya, 10 is fine. Sonya, I made it home safely. It's 12:42 in the morning. I miss you very much, handsome. I love you. Good night. Ernest, 12:04. Good morning, beautiful. I miss you so much as well. Believe that, my love. Sonya, I'm emailing YouTube to see if all bloggers' posts can be removed until the conclusion of all your cases. If this does not work, I will have a legal letter forwarded to do the same. Sonya, just like a Karen. I'm going to write a letter. I'm writing a letter to YouTube. Girl, focus on your channel. Focus on your channel. She doing everything but what he telling her to do. She ain't watched the interview. She ain't, keeping her channel focused on one thing. All right, Ernest, thank you very much. It seems like I'm the most hated black man in America right now. To me, all that good effort and all that good work being a productive citizen went straight out the window. I'm trying to figure out what have I done to deserve my head to be put on a guillotine, waiting for the Grim Reaper to get his instructions. Nesto, I can tell you what you did. You didn't keep your nose clean, and you did people wrong. As many people as you claim you helped, you hurt just as many people. I mean, he don't get that part. He don't get that part. That part he don't get. He says, I feel like I'm a dead man in here, and out there I'm facing 2 battles. Now I understand, go across seas and fight war, thinking that they saving the country, but yet to come back here, feel like an outcast and betrayed by the people they fought for. Now I'm in here with guys who have demonic depression and don't want to take their medicine, guys who have murder charges, don't get this kind of publicity. Even the guy who take off does not get this kind of publicity. Now I understand, back in the Old Testament when Hercules was accused of his own family and made out to outcasts, but the truth be told, the king has had his family offed because he was jealous of Hercules' power. So stay strong. People are jealous of your power, so be careful how you use it. As you can see, I won't have a fair trial when that time presents itself. Yeah, Nesto, you won't have a fair trial because the whole world watches YouTube. Sure. He really thought that. Sonya, 12-4. Let me tell you, this lady called me today and she's from the DC area, and she was saying how there are people out here that support you and know what I'm doing for you and believe that you're innocent and that I should stay strong and not listen to what's being said by the bloggers, and that maybe I should start a GoFundMe for you to help you with your legal fees. We spoke for like an hour. She Googled me and got my number. Who knew? Don't let all this get you down. It is hard on all of us involved, but is this new world, and we don't have to be a part of it. So once this is all over, court is done, cases are closed, we could take our trip and just vacate and not worry about the world and all its evil. Stand on your innocence. Everything will be okay. We met for a reason. I love you. Ernest, okay, love. Sonya, my arms are always around you. Do not let the devil win. Stay healthy. Keep reading. Love you. Ernest, you can enter a negotiated plea of guilt after you waiving your right to a grand jury indictment if the district attorney office is willing to accuse your case. Does he mean excuse? Okay, you can enter a negotiated plea of guilty after you waive your right to a grand jury indictment if the district attorney office is willing to excuse your case. Is that what he means? Sonya says he's crazy. Someone commented that she says he's crazy. Who's crazy? 12-5. He's crazy. Someone commented that we make a cute couple. To keep supporting you and hope your innocence is proven. Nesto does not give a flying fart about those comments, Sonya. Guys, this is called when YouTube takes over your life. That girl got her butt on Tasha K channel and she went bananas. She let it consume her. Nesto don't realize it's happening, but it's happening. 12-5. Good morning. You should invest into your new iPhone 15 Pro, the one that has 3 cameras on the back. It has so many super features. One feature that you can need that block the background out and block the noise out, and also get you a Google Pixel 8 that you can edit the background pictures and edit your faces. Also, you have to block out in your mind all negativity. Thank you, Nesto. I can tell it has taken an impact on you. The enemy don't know you. The only way you can win is stay focused on the positive, which would be so little in the comments, but so huge. Give a uncle and tell what? 1,000 miles. Also, I can tell that you're all over the place and super distracted, even though that sound like a positive phone call you got yesterday. It only takes a few conversations to get across the mouth to get confirmation of your inner thoughts. So what I'm saying is that if you were in your inner thoughts, God already sent you the message through people that you were on the right path. So stop procrastinating on your thoughts and move forward, because it's always someone always thinking the same way you're thinking. That is what I learned throughout my travels in every city I visit. It was always someone who had the same vision I had, but one step ahead of me. I have said you're super distracted. Pull yourself together and use this opportunity and build a super empire the same way you did with your real estate in the past and how you made other people rich managing their businesses. So stay focused. Those are some strong words of advice. If only she would take it. So he knew she was distracted. Big time distracted. Yeah, it's raining hard in the background. Nesto says 12:5. Let me give you a little advice of I was in your position of power and opportunity. If I'm not that great in the tech world and not fully advanced, I will go get me some geeks. Go online or go find one in school to give me that boost, to boost my image, to futuristic, to comfort your empire. You must have the new technology of the information world to bulldoze the prehistoric age. People's slow mindset, you have to understand what level you're on right now. Even you say you don't want it with your backstage person, you have to get someone to make you out of an imaginary clone of yourself. So you need to stay relevant and let me find your position in the camera. Let them find your position in the camera. So your audience would be so thirsty for your royalty appearance. So drink you a lemon drop and sit back and enjoy your day. So he basically saying do like Nene and pay somebody to set you up and put you in a good light, or just ask somebody for their help, because she is overwhelmed and she is all over the place. But he's giving her good advice. Embrace who you are today, and these information days are not going nowhere. This is a job has been created for you to work from anywhere, even in your Mercedes-Benz RV. So take heed what I'm saying. If you let the I don't know what he's trying to say right here. If you let the 4 get cold and turn into ash, that's on you. I guess he means fire. If you let the fire get cold and turn into ash, that's on you, because it's not meant for your doing anything else but being great as getting free money. You're the main attraction. Now, sometimes people are super wealthy that gain by working hard, but a lot of them, it was passed down through generations, because if something to me in here and I die, the legacy can continue on to you and your kids through generation wealth. These days and time, the economy is so effed up. Everybody's crossing everybody, put just to get $1. Okay. And he keeps going, but I'll stop there, y'all. Like I said, check out Law and Order-ish, the channel. I'll put the link in the description box for the full interview of Madison. Y'all remember Madison, aka Couga, Sonya's quote-unquote friend, who she backstabbed and betrayed and talked mad-ish about to Nesto on these jail calls, phone calls from prison. Recently put out some more calls where Sonya was talking trash about Madison's blog and her body, her hair, her everything, But guess what? Madison aka Couga, is taking action, and she's actually making products, putting the products out there for people to consume. She claims that her single Ghosted is on TikTok and everything. So I don't know. But yeah, hopefully Nala doesn't mind me taking a little bitty snip. I didn't want to take that much of it, but just a snip to kind of talk about it. And because I'm in these text messages around the time that Madison was referring to when Sonya did the Tasha K interview. So y'all, I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. It's raining every day. I went out of town overnight to visit my grandmother and my mom's side of the family. We had a good time. There was a huge tragedy in Texas, a couple hours away from me, and it's been all over the news, all over the blogs. I kind of wanted to report on it, but I'm not. But it is very, very hurtful, because a lot of parents lost their kids and a lot of adults lost their life just going on vacation for 4th of July, camping out. And, it's actually a coincidence, because, a lot of people were in their RVs, they were in their cabins, they were, in harm's way and didn't know it. And there's a debate about whether it had something to do with the budget cuts
for the national weather system or what have you. I don't know all the full details, but I don't want to say the wrong thing, but there is a debate about the budget cuts with the weather service and what is it called? Kerrville County or Kerr County. They were trying to get funding for a warning system, and the funding and the project never came to fruition. If it had, those campers, those little girls who were at a very popular long-standing camp, probably would have been warned and never would have been that close to the river to begin with. So it's very, very sad, y'all. It's extremely sad, and it hits me because, I have a daughter, and when you're growing up, you want to do things, you want to have these experiences, and my mom would not want me to do a lot of things that I wanted to do because she was always scared of stuff like that happening. And I remember she didn't want me to go to camp in the 5th grade, and I begged my daddy to sign the permission slip, and Mama was so upset and so worried, and I was gone for a week. And thank God, we were okay. But just thinking about, my daughter, and if she ever wants to do something like that, and I don't want to hold her back. You never know when it's your time. You never know when something like this will happen. But it's just, you just got to be better safe than sorry and keep your kids as close as possible. It's very, very hurtful, y'all. So I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things and try to have an enjoyable July. My birthday is coming up in a couple weeks, and I'm just trying to enjoy it. All right, well, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of my videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.